It's a very, very strange thing to live with the idea that this is real, it's going on, the world is being changed by forces that we have no control over, and at the same time feel in your heart of heart, this just can't be. It just can't be.
So do you identify with the people who say this is too crazy to possibly be true?
Well, all too easily. I think even the abductees themselves agree that they're the first to say, this just is nuts. You know, who can believe this?
And one day I went on a shopping trip 14 years later, and I wanted to buy that book, that Kitty Kelly book, Frank's unauthorized biography, Frank Sinatra. I like her, she's good. And I came across this other book, small book, Intruders. And I looked at the dust jacket, and it looked good. It looked like a mystery. I didn't get past the first chapter when I read a passage in Bud Hopkins' book about a woman named Kathy Davis who had a mysterious nose surgery. Well, that's all I had to read. I put the book away. I remembered what happened at the doctor's office 14 years before. But this was the first time I'd ever consciously seen those things. I mean, when I opened up my eyes before I threw that pillow, this thing was standing at the foot of my bed. Do you know what that's like?
No, what's it like?
Well, we put locks on our doors to keep outsiders from coming in. How did that thing get in my apartment? And it was standing there, just standing there staring at me. I was horrified.
What did it look like?
No, I tell you the truth. As God is my witness, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And I have a good heart. These people took me. And they were your classic grays, you know, with the large heads and the big black shiny eyes. I don't remember a nose, but they had slits for mouths, long necks, real thin. They were about my size at the time, maybe taller.
Now, are those related to the images that you saw in Intruders or any other books that you've read?
I'd only read Intruders. Mm-hmm. And, but even when I read that one chapter, I really couldn't make out what it was.
But when I went back and looked through Bud's earlier book, Intruders, you could find all the ingredients of Linda's experience. The alien look, the eyes, the fragility. On page 14 of chapter 1, Kathy Davis describes the figures as having large heads and skin that was dingy white. She says, I don't remember if there was a mouth and nose or ears. I just remember the eyes best and the general shape. They were between 4 and 5 feet tall, I guess, and slight of build.